I'm gonna start this मेरा and सबसे पहले तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये होगा, ये शो का टॉपिक जो आपने नाम दिया है, यूजुअली मुझे जब नाम आते हैं या कुछ ऐसी चीज क्रिएटिविटी जहन में आती है वो सोते हुए आती है, आपको ये नाम कैसे जहन में आया?
अच्छा अच्छा, इसके मल्टीपल बैकग्राउंड्स हैं। पहले तो ये मैंने एक कम्युनिटी शुरू की थी आज से कुछ 2017 में, जो कि जिसका नाम सोलफुली योर्स था। और आई स्टार्टेड टेकिंग इंटरव्यूज एंड डूइंग कॉन्वर्सेशंस बैक फ्यू इयर्स बैक। तो दैट वाज द स्टार्ट दैट आई टुक। बट ये नाम का कॉन्सेप्ट कहाँ से आया? आई वांटेड अ प्लेटफॉर्म where we could come together without any differences, in the form that there is something, a common thing that we all share. And when I realized that soul is the thing that we all of us, we share. That is the one thing that unites the humanity. There is no good or bad or right or wrong in having different identities, because that's what, as human beings, we have a human identity and we have a soul. So why the identity is important, and where we need to come together and connect together, is that I wanted a platform where we are able to accept each other the way we are, without without passing any kind of judgments or labels or stereotyping. Just accept our own personal truths and come together and share our life journeys, our stories, our experiences.
When we talk about connections, when we talk about talk about like being without differences, without labeling, and I think this is something that prevails in this world today, and it has been prevailing in the world since the world came into being. So what do you think, what is that one thing when we say soulfully yours, and when we say that we're connected through souls, what is that one thing that connects us? What should we be seeking? I mean, I know when we are at a platform, when we're talking, when we are in a social circle, we see people as different people. What is that one thing that we can look into for this soul connection, that we can be together, we can bond together, we can connect together?
I think we need to go back to our history of origin, and that is the common home that we used to share back when we were in the human form. And that people call it home, people call it heaven, we call it Jannah. That's a common thing, that's a common belonging that we all have, and we used to live there, right? I used to play with my cousins who were twins. So they were identical twins, and they have shared a home together. At that time, I didn't understand, but now when I reflect back, I realize, hey, both of them, they had the kind of telepathy. They could understand each other's feelings, and I was obviously the odd one out, not understanding them. But they, एक का bangle टूट गया, the other one she would break hers too. So that kind of, because they shared the same home for 9 months. Obviously, with years that it gets disconnected, you go alive. But then I realized at one point, I remember that itni connection hone ke bawajood within the identical twins, when they went to school, we were in the same school. When they went to school, they were in separate houses. And at that time, our houses were named English poets, Wordsworth, Shelley, Keats. So one was in Shelley and the other one was in Keats. And then I noticed that just demarcating or a different box में डाल के कि you belong to that house and you belong to that house, they started having a fight and a debate or whatever you may call it. And I realized how come jabke they have the bond is so strong, just defining into two separate houses, jabke कीट्स शैली इन लोगों से हमारा कोई ब्लड कनेक्शन नहीं, हमारा कोई हिस्टोरिकल लिनेज नहीं, सिर्फ जस्ट बिकॉज यू बिलोंग टू दिस स्लॉट एंड आई बिलोंग टू दिस स्लॉट, we are divided. So then I realized कि यार we are connected at a soul level.